So welcome to my video, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite part of the brain. So the brain part that I picked was the brainstem. It is the connection between the cerebral hemispheres with the medulla and the cerebellum. It is also part of where the brain connects to the spinal cord, and it is responsible for an individual's basic vital functions. And these basic vital functions would be breathing, swallowing, heart rate, blood pressure. You also have your consciousness, and this is all going on whether you're awake or you are asleep. I'm sorry too, I am very sick. So here are the main parts of the brainstem. There's 3 main parts, even though they have a lot of listings in this picture. The first one that we will go talking about is the midbrain, and this is the second to the top. It's the green image. This relays information from the eyes and ears, controls involuntary eye movement, and reflexes related to visual and audio information. As also with the visual and audio information, that ability helps individuals wake up while they're asleep. The next part that we'll be doing is the middle part, which is the pons, is the light blue color in the image. They relay information between the cerebral cortex and the cerebellum, and it integrates and relays information from the inner ear, controlling your sense of balance, which is really interesting. It is also responsible for your facial sensitivity. The last main part that we'll be talking about is this red-orange part that is on the bottom. It is the medulla oblongata. It is the connection from the spinal cord to the brain. As you can see, the spinal cord on the bottom of the image. It is also body reflex functions are regulated by this part of the brain, and it's also vital centers. It specifically regulates breathing, heart rate, and sleeping, and it can also control reflexive actions like coughing, sneezing, and vomiting, which is gross. And one of the key components to the brainstem is your cranial nerves. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves in the body, and most of them are in the brainstem. And they receive and send out all the information about your head, jaw, face, throat, and neck. So here's a short clip about the area of the brainstem and actual brain, and it is going to show you some of the parts within the brainstem that you can see that is not an actual cartoon image or drawing.
Okay, so today we're going to be learning about the brainstem. The first part is the midbrain, which is composed of several structures, the first of which are your cerebral peduncles, which you can see right here. This is one of your cerebral peduncles. Another structure composing the midbrain is going to be the tectum. So these are 2 of the 4 bumps that compose the tectum. Superior here, we have our superior colliculus. Inferior is going to be the inferior colliculus. The next structure is going to be the pons, right here. The tegmentum is this little thin white line. It kind of looks like a spine along the back ridge right here. And then we have the medulla oblongata. One other structure I'm going to mention is going to be your cerebellum. And as you can see, that this whole large structure, this is only half the brain, so there's going to be all of these things mirrored on the other half.
So that was just a short video just showing everyone what it would look like. So now this is a topic about how brainstem damage can be treated. It is very possible today with all the technology that we have. They can rebuild or create neural pathways to establish better reflexes and better regulate the body's ability to breathe, sleep, and maintain its heart rate. Treatment can be treatment is locating where the brain problems in the brainstem are happening. They work with therapies involving movement, visual exercise, or sound cues to pinpoint those damages, and they can address them effectively by doing so. Now, one of the most leading causes of death is brainstem death, and it is one of the 2 ways doctors can determine death. They have many tests to determine these kinds of death. They can test by seeing if your pupils and your eyes will dilate or not to the response of light. All eye movement is gone. You cannot cough, or you have no gag reflex. There's no response to pain, and once they take a ventilator out for the individual, they cannot breathe on their own, then they are gone, sadly. Know exactly what brainstem death is the pressure buildup inside there that causes a decrease in blood flow, and that is causing your damage to your tissues. There's no chances of recovering from this, sadly, but what a lot of people don't understand is they get confused because the heart can still be working, but you're brain dead, so nothing else is working, because when the brainstem stops working, it can no longer send messages or receive messages to and from the body. Now, what I find so interesting about the brain is all the abilities it can do for the body, and especially such a little area of your brain. Like, it is so small and can do so much that it's just mind-blowing. The communication totally, like, all, like, your face, your neck, your throat, the different parts in your bodies that it can just talk to about is so impressive that, like, not all the brain parts can do that. And it's just a little tiny brain to me inside your actual brain that is just really impressive, and that's why I find the brainstem so interesting, and it is my favorite part of the brain. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're interested now as much as I am about the brainstem.